Mm. Hello, hello. My name's Justin, and I've only got about 1 year of tournament experience. And last year I did about 22 tournaments because I really wanted to learn. And, I've fished all my life, but never competitively. And I have found that it's a whole different game and a whole different animal, and it's kind of exciting. Um, in my journey, I picked up some sponsors, and I want to talk about that today a little bit and what that's all about. And because we did this last year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little bit of a contest, right? To get excited about this next year. And we got the Leesburg Bassmaster Open coming up here shortly. I'll be leaving here in a few days. I'm currently in New York, so I just had to deal with 12 inches of snow. I can't wait to get on that plane and get to warmer weather. But what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and talk about a few different avenues here. I was a co-angler, which means I ride on the back of a boat. And with riding on the back, you don't really have the option to pick places that you fish. You don't really have the option to, have a say. So you really have to pay attention to what your boater's doing, the style of fishing that they're working on, and really just have a good attitude and pay attention and learn. I got to fish with two gentlemen this year on the Bassmaster Open Series that are both now in the Elite Series. One of them is actually going to the Bassmaster Classic, and that's exciting to know that I was fishing with guys of a caliber to make it to that level. And the information that I've learned just by doing that is priceless. I mean, yeah, I only got a couple checks this year, but I think that's outstanding for doing it for just 1 year. I'm ready to go for this next year, and I feel that I'm going to do better. I've upgraded pretty much all my equipment. I've upgraded, my mindset and my skill set as far as fishing goes. And I want to say thank you to a couple different sponsors and avenues. So I got some hats out here. I don't know if you could see them. We got an FLW, a Bass, and a Kissel Crafts custom rods hat. And my first event ever was a Bassmaster Open. I know, jumping in the deep end. I flew to Kissimmee, Florida, and Orlando, and went to Kissimmee, Florida. And what I learned is that I didn't know anybody, and this was kind of frustrating for me. So what I did is I went ahead and waited at the bait and tackle store to see if I can meet someone, or see if someone, I don't know what I was thinking, really, to be honest. I don't walk up and talk to strangers, and I saw all these boats taking off to practice, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna miss my window. So what I decided to do is I saw a gentleman looked very nice and doing his boat launch. He didn't seem to have anybody with him. I said, hey man, I don't usually do this. Would it be okay? Do you have a co-angler for the day? I'd like to get some practice in. And he's like, sure man, grab your stuff. Well, I ran to that parking lot so fast, and I ran back carrying my 6 rods and my tackle box and my life jacket. And man, he goes, you didn't have to run that fast. And I'm like, I don't think you realize how bad I want to get out on that water. So it was a blessing, and I met him, and his name is Sean, and he is with Kissel Crafts Custom Rods. I did not know it at the time. But we've developed a little bit of a friendship, and I'm excited to say that I'm now representing Kissel Crafts rods. This year will be the first year that I'm actually going to be using them. I'll make sure to video and post all of the benefits and how I feel about the gear. I'm excited to be using quality stuff instead of the entry level stuff that I was purchasing when I first started. Some Walmart brand stuff, and not saying that you can't get some good stuff at Walmart. I mean, I tried to stay cheap because I didn't know what I was involved in, and I'm excited to be getting into some quality gear this year. I had to see about, I didn't say I had to, I wanted to see about sponsors. And that's one of the things that you don't know about until you get into it. I got my jersey here from Kissel Crafts, and I want to thank, the B607 Lounge and Eric over at there that's helping sponsor me here. Some local companies that believe in me here. Triple Cities Network Solutions. They do just about everything for businesses, business solutions, and we started this nyfishing.net, and I just want to go ahead and apologize that the site isn't up right now because there was an oversight on my part to continue the hosting. I didn't have a reminder set up, and GoDaddy just kind of keeps my site hostage. So now they want me to pay a big fee to get my data back when it's sitting there on their servers. I don't understand it, but we're going to get a whole new website going for 2019 now that we kind of have an idea of the things that are important this year. And my biggest sponsor this year that has really kind of hooked me up is Ardent. Their products are slick, and their reels are good stuff. I started out with their entry level stuff, and their spinning and their bolt, and the tournament series of Ardent stuff, and it was good, still good. I shipped all that stuff down to Florida, and it's waiting for me for the Bass Open here. And recently upgraded to the big boy stuff. I got the Apex Grand here. I picked up a bunch of these, and excited to try those out, because if they're any better than the tournament series, well, they got to be pretty fantastic, because the tournament series are pretty good. Now, I will say that I had an issue, with a couple of their items. One of their spinning reels was clicking and clacking, and one of their bait casters was clicking and clacking. And I sent them a message, and they said, sure, get them right over to us. Well, I had to wait a week for shipping to get it there, but they fixed them right away and got them back in like 2 days. I mean, it was impressive. And I was able to communicate with their support staff, and they were very helpful and informative of, the fixes that they made. And was just probably the best customer support that I've had. And thankful to be part of Ardent. And hopefully I can catch some big fish this year with their stuff, and, share that with them, I guess. No, I'm not drinking beverages. I'm having a seltzer because I don't do videos very often, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't spitting and sputtering and have a dry mouth and all that stuff, so I got a drink. Anyway, let's go ahead and do something a little fun. Now, last year we had a little bit of a raffle to, not a raffle, but a giveaway to kind of share my site, which I didn't do a whole lot of video this year because I really was focusing on making sure that the quality of what I was doing was, there. And I finished probably 60th place, I think it was, in one series, in 40 something, in the other one, in I didn't do bad at all. I mean, out of 200, 250 guys, that's pretty good my first year. So, I mean, I lost some fish that I shouldn't have because of inexperience and the gear that I was using. snapped a rod, just stupid stuff that I definitely don't think that'll happen again this year. But I was this close to being in the the regionals and for both series, and that was exciting. I mean, fishing is exciting anyway, being out on the water and enjoying, God's creation and just kind of seeing all that is beauty. Okay? There's nothing like it. Now, mind you, a lot of people have said, oh, it must be nice just to go out and fish. Well, yeah, if that was what I was doing last year. I didn't go out and fish. I fished a lot, and I fished hard, and I practiced, and I, optimized each and every time that I went out. Because, when that launch hits, and there's a good, prize on the line, you have to do the best that you can. So it's important to give it your all. And I didn't video, and a lot of these guys can do all that. I got in the boat, I practiced, and basically until the buzzer rang, I fished and fished and fished and fished. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying, exciting stuff, right? We're going to do a giveaway, all right? We did this in the beginning of last year. This sets the tone. This gets the excitement going, well, at least for me, and to share this with you. So I got a selection of baits. I'm going to go through them real quick, and I just want to start out with these Katana hooks. Katana hooks right here. This is a company that I just jumped on their pro staff, and I'm excited to try out their stuff this year. These are actually one-aught drop shot hooks, and they don't look like your normal drop shot hooks, but I have a feeling that these are the cheese, man. These are going to work, and I'm excited. I accidentally poked myself with one of these puppies when I was checking them out and whatever. I sure hope I don't get one of these stuck in my hand, because these puppies are sharp. Okay, but anyway, that's going to be in the giveaway. I tried Lucky Tackle Box, and well, I don't know if I was lucky or not, but at any rate, we got a Biggin Baits here, crankbait, and rattles, and we got like a squished rattle or crankbait. It's called Flat Broke, which after last year I'm definitely in that position. But at any rate, we got the Bait Ball Spinner Rig, which gotta be honest, I don't like the A-Rig. I'm not comfortable throwing it. A lot of guys will throw it and they do really well on it. Just not a big fan. I like a single bait. I like the control of it. I'll probably start messing around with it this year. But anyway, I want to put this up just right here. We got some 3/0 offset worm hooks. That is going to go with these worms, okay? I can't say enough about these worms. These things right here are what got me my biggest fish this year, and ultimately are one of my go-tos. They are 5-inch Gary Yamamoto, black and blue, amazing. I don't know if it's just how soft they are or if there's some special juice in there, but these things are fantastic. I loaded up. There might not be any on the shelves at Walmart because I went and bought them. These things right here are funky. I used 2 packs of these things in harder conditions when the black and blue didn't work, and they seem to work fantastic. These things right here are called Prowlers. They've got, it's like a green pumpkin with like green and blue fleck in them, and their tails are dipped in yellow, so they're pretty slick. I like them. And these right here, I am definitely not part of their pro staff. I did send them an email to see if I could be part of it, just because I like the guys that are in charge of it. They do some great videos, but ultimately, this is a ridiculously soft bodied bait. I can't wait to try these when we hit Florida. I've tried the other, bug style baits, if you would. This is called the Bandito bug, by the way, green pumpkin. I've tried the other bug style baits and I've been successful in them, okay? But something about the texture and the arms on this, and the plastic is soft, real soft. I mean, you may not get too many hook sets out of them, but man, am I excited about this. Anyway, so that right there is going to be a little mini giveaway, and we're going to go ahead and ship that to whoever likes, okay, shares the post on Facebook. Now, I'm going to post it on YouTube, but I don't really have a YouTube following, and I'm going to start it, you know, and see where it goes. But if you want to go ahead and subscribe to that or hit like, it'd be fantastic. If you don't want to, that's fine. But the giveaway, all right, there's going to be 2 of them. The first giveaway here, this one right here, is going to be a like and share. And anybody that's on the list of like and share, you know, at the end, I'm going to go ahead and do a drawing, and we're going to get this shipped out to you. And you'll get to enjoy some of these. Oh, almost forgot. Strike King swim bait. Yeah. Good stuff. So, anyway, but the other one. Okay, now this is going to be a little interesting. This is what we did last year, but this time we are going to have you guess. If you submit your guess of the exact amount of weight and ounces that I am going to get in the Bassmaster Open here on Leesburg, Florida, okay? If you guess the exact weight of fish, pounds and ounces, okay, that I catch, I'm going to give away one of these Ardent Apex Grands. Now, this is a $200 reel. Now, that's only going to happen. Ooh, not that one. No, it's still fine. Anyway. Only going to happen if you guess the exact weight, okay, and your submission needs to be in before the beginning of the tournament. So, that means that on that Thursday, before we launch at about 7 a.m., your guess needs to be in, and you get one guess. There's no crossing out. If you want, go to Bassmaster.com, and you can look up the history of Lake Harris of the Bassmaster Open of 2017, and it'll show you the weights in there of kind of ballpark of what people got. And feel free to do your research and whatever, but hey, you know, is it worth a couple $100 reel? You know, I'd assume it is. So anyway, just want to say thank you for taking the time and watching this. Appreciate it. Excited about this year. And we're going to come out with some other videos, hopefully, about, you know, my experience as a co-angler, tips that I could possibly lend the next year's co-anglers a hand, and we'll see how we do this season. Thank you for your time.